Hi! This video is based on the idea that you'd like to look and feel better, either by losing fat, gaining muscle, or both. Muscle gain is caused by undergoing resistance training along with fueling your body properly. Fat loss is caused by being in a caloric deficit, which simply means you're burning off more energy than you intake. This video will be focused on weightlifting, which is an incredible way to feel better about your body. Because gaining muscle not only makes you look better, but it makes you feel better and it makes it easier to lose fat. The more muscle you have, the more energy you expend in your day-to-day life, which makes it easier to remain in a calorie deficit. The best day to start your fitness journey is today. So many people hold off on going to the gym because they want the perfect routine before they even set foot into the gym. Well, guess what? There is no perfect routine, but there is a worse routine that's going to lead to you making no progress. And you know what that is? Doing literally nothing. If your mind is making excuses such as, I have too much work to do, or I don't have enough time, that's understandable, but you need to recognize that your brain will always make these excuses. Starting something new is always uncomfortable. So if you have to bite the bullet anyway, why don't you do it sooner rather than later? If you start today, in a month, you'll feel so much better about yourself and so proud. But if you don't start today and wait a month, you're just gonna regret not having started sooner. Another anxiety people have about going to the gym is that they're afraid of doing an exercise wrong and looking stupid. That's a very understandable fear, but I can promise literally no one is looking at you. No one cares. 50% of the people are thinking the exact same thing. They're worried about how they look. And the other 50% of people are just staring at themselves in the mirror. No one is paying attention to you. And even if someone sees you doing an exercise wrong, people at the gym are so friendly because everyone started out just where you were. I promise, if you go up to the biggest, scariest guy in the gym and ask him how to do an exercise, he will show you. How does your body actually build muscle? It's fairly simple. When you lift a challenging weight, it damages your muscle fibers, which is part of the reason why exercising burns. Then, when you rest and recover, your muscles grow back stronger than they were before. By repeating this process over and over again, your muscles increase in strength and size. Certain conditions make it easier to gain muscle, such as being a new lifter or having a lot of body fat. But regardless, the process of making muscle is the same. Now, once you get into a gym, what do you actually do? How do you work out? So the first step is to pick an exercise to do, like bicep curls. And then you choose a weight that's right for you. It's very important to choose the right weight. You want to use one that's as heavy as possible, but it still allows you to perform at least 8 repetitions with good form. And if you can physically perform 15 or more, you probably need to go up a weight. In order to find what's best for you, you're just gonna have to do some experimentation with your own body. Now, for most exercises, you're gonna wanna do between 8 and 15 reps. That's a generalization, but for new lifters, it's pretty good. So within that range, how many repetitions should you do? Well, in truth, it doesn't matter. There is no magic number. And I would really recommend against setting a specific goal, like 10 reps per set, because that's actually gonna hinder your progress. Science shows that anywhere between 5 and 25 reps is effective for building muscle as long as you are going to muscular failure. This part is incredibly crucial. When you are weightlifting, you want to go within 1 or 2 reps of muscular failure on all of your sets. And muscular failure means you literally cannot perform the movement again. It's not just that you're tired or that you're struggling to perform it. It means that no matter how hard you push, your body cannot do it. I'll show you an example. This is not muscular failure. This is not muscular failure.
This is not failure. This still is not failure. This is failure, when you're pushing, but you just can't do it.
If you do not do this, you will likely see no noticeable progress for a long time. If you're a beginner, I'd recommend trying to go to failure every time on every set, because your brain is likely to underestimate how much you can actually do. This is a reason why I really would recommend tracking your progress, because if you see what you did last workout, you're able to more effectively set a goal for yourself for this workout. I use the Notes app on my phone, and before each set, I'll look at the notes of the previous workout and set that as a lower benchmark goal. Please do not skip this step. I wasted like 3 years of weightlifting progress just because I didn't take my sets to failure. And during that time, I was putting in so much effort, but just because I didn't squeeze out those last couple of reps, I didn't make the progress that I wanted. Here's an example of what a set should look like. Then, after your set, write down what you did. I like to use my phone. Then you rest. There's no set amount of time that you should rest for. You should just wait until you feel fully recovered and ready to go into your next set. Sometimes I feel a little pressured to rush, especially if the gym is crowded, but you should know that you're only hurting yourself if you do this, and everyone in the gym understands because they're in the same position as you. So when you're ready, start your next set. And something to keep in mind is that if you are truly going to muscular failure on every set, you're probably not going to be able to do as many repetitions as you were on your previous set, just because you're more tired. How to structure a workout. So as a beginner, I'd recommend doing 12 to 16 sets in a given workout. So choose 4 movements and do 3 to 4 sets of each one. And just so you know, doing more than 25 sets in a workout is not recommended for any lifter, even advanced ones, and science has actually shown it to be counterproductive to muscle growth. How many times should you exercise per week? The answer is whatever feels good and sustainable to you. If you're new, I'd recommend 3 or 4 times per week. Also, remember that resting is part of the muscle growth process and you can't skip out on it. So even if you feel really motivated, you probably shouldn't go every single day because you're just gonna burn out. Now, what movements should you do on a given day? It's a good idea to split your workouts into multiple days where you focus on a different part of your body each day. This is called the workout split. A very common one is push-pull legs. So on one day, you'll do a lot of pushing exercises, which target your chest and your triceps. And then on the next day, you'll do your legs. And then on the next day, you'll do a lot of pulling exercises that focus on your back and your biceps. This is the kind of split that I use, and here are the workouts that I do on each day. At the beginning of your fitness journey, I'd recommend finding a few exercises that you enjoy doing and feel decently comfortable with, and then sticking with those for a while. This will build your confidence in the gym, and you will feel a sense of progress and that you know what you're doing. When learning a new exercise, I would strongly encourage you to look up proper form on YouTube, especially videos by Max Uceda. His content is very well made, and his channel will be linked in the description. A couple of quick myths I want to go over. Some people think you can target fat on a specific area of your body by doing certain exercises. Commonly, people will try to do a lot of crunches to get rid of belly fat, and this is completely impossible. It is not possible to spot reduce fat. Fat comes off evenly across your entire body all at once. Also, a lot of influencer workouts are not that great for building muscle. Anything titled like 10-minute ab workout, that's likely a form of cardio, which is still very important, but it's not actually going to effectively build muscle. And here are my biggest tips for motivation. My number 1 tip is to listen to good music. I don't know why no one talks about this, but at least for me, I really need to have a hype playlist in order to have an effective workout. If you create a good playlist, it's gonna inspire you to go to the gym. And what I like to do is, especially if I'm feeling unmotivated, I'll just put on that one workout playlist that I have and then put on my exercise shoes, even if I'm feeling unmotivated. And by the time that I've done that, I'll be getting in the groove of my music and I'll want to go to the gym to have a good time. And also, I'd really recommend taking pictures of you posing. This helps you to track your progress, and over time, you're gonna notice the results more easily, and the progress that you see will help motivate you because you'll see that you're going in the direction that you want to go. Now, the video is coming to an end. So what you're gonna do right now, right this second, is you're either gonna do some research and sign up for a local gym, or you're gonna get onto the ground right now and do push-ups. You're gonna go until muscular failure, whatever that is for you. If you need to use your knees to get started, that's completely okay. But right now, you're gonna take action in this moment and you're gonna start your fitness journey. Pause the video while you do them. Awesome, if you did them, I'm really proud of you. Good job. This is just the first step. Months later, you're gonna look back at this and you're gonna feel so glad that you started when you did. Have a lovely day.